Discord is bad stream content. Goddamn. If I'm in Discord, I'm a bad streamer, or at least not as good of a streamer because I'm high giga focusing right now, right? I was gonna tell them to wait for aggro for a second, but I'm gonna go like this. Watch the circles. This pull is actually not that bad. Stop this one. There we go. Nice. Kick this one. Nice. Okay, look at that. We have damage. Great. This key is going to go just fine. Easy. No problem. My health didn't even move. Hey, Dal, what was the first embellishment you made? What it was, if you got your tier, what was the first embellish? Did you make it embellish this week, or are you committing? What are you committing to here? I want to know. You didn't make one yet? Are you going to save for next week and make a weapon? Are you going to make a weapon? Oh, my fucking minecart pulled the one patron here. And I taunt him here so people don't steal aggro. You literally fight this guy solo. It sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, those are supposed to be boss funnel, but oh well. Don't get hit by stakes. Like, so, I mean, like, for example, because I don't need to coordinate with my healer here. There's, at 0 point in this key on 12, should I need a heal. I think as of right now, the way that my bear feels, and this could be different eventually as keys get higher, I will need to coordinate a little bit. And it kind of depends, for example, on whether or not people, right? There is a little bit of lag right now. I do notice that as well. My ping is higher than it normally is, but it's no problem. We just need damage. That's it. So we know that when Cute's Ascendance comes up, he's going to do big damage. The problem is Cute won't have his Ascendance because he's playing 3 minutes Ascendance, though. Yep. Of course I can. Is all part of comms too. Yep. You should hear me in comms one day, Dal. One day. One day. One day you can hear me in comms when I'm actually taking Q seriously. One day. At some point this season, I want to get high enough where I am actually going to be in Discord and I will call stuff. This is not that. This is I want to be talking to people and streaming. What's up, Kyor? This is like I want to be, you know what I mean? Like I just want to be like having a good time with people and chatting up. Now, granted, that might mean we lose the key, right? Because, for example, his Ascendance is 40 seconds, which is very sad here, right? Now, they should know to wait for aggro, but just in case, I'll go in with a little bit of extra damage, and I'll pop things early. So, this one, I stop earlier than they do. Right here. Bam. Watch that circle there. I taunt this one. Watch the circle there. I get this kick. He has it. Good. This one, I only need to kite out if my bleed stacks are too high. I Lunar Beam, and at the end of this Incarn Lunar Beam, I Trinket. Right? My stop right there. Boom. Can War Stomp 1, and then I'm going to need to start kiting out because we didn't quite have Ascendance, unfortunately. I need to just reset my bleeds, so I just need to run for my life, because if these bleeds get too high, then I would require an external from my healer. And currently, I do not have that ability. So what I can do is come back in with Bark, and then we're fine. Easy. That's it. I just need to reset my bleed. I know this pull very well. There is a healer that needs to calm CPS as me. I don't need PS. But I did this key on 12 at my current item level, and I don't think there was 0 instances where I needed a PS. Let me see if I can drag any of these over for funnel. Right, we're going to get a nice burn on this boss. Here we go. You probably don't need it, but it makes the run smoother. That's true. And there will be a point where I do. And there will absolutely be a point where I do need it, right? For sure, for sure, for sure. Of course, there's going to be a point where I do need it. And then I'll get in comms with people. I have a Discord. I got a Discord. I've been a shot caller before. I don't like the... I just like chilling, right? Like, I don't really want to be a shot caller, to be honest. Innervate my healer, but... like, I don't really want to, but I will if I need to. It's kind of a need-based thing instead of... Here, we can't go here now. It's a need-based thing for sure. One of the runs out I did was stress-free. That's awesome. That's... You know how... Hey, by the way, Doubt, this bug's in bear form, correct? Have you noticed that? Or do you have a solution? Because I've noticed that whenever I pick that mug up in bear form, it bugs. Like right there. Like what the fuck? Like what the hell? I've never had a reason to notice it. Why wouldn't you be in cat form? Well, I was just in cat form and it didn't work. Okay, we're going left side. Come on. This way. Always switch sides. I was in cat form there, and I did pick it up. It works in cat form. Yeah, I noticed that. But it right there, it just didn't work either. It does something weird. Maybe when I stampeded roar. I don't know. It did something weird there for sure, though. Make sure we don't lose affix here. Boom, 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 boom. Healers should be... So when I was in Discord with people earlier, I was not only calling the tank stops, but I was also calling the healer coordination too, because I was like, hey, that cast going off, mage defensive. Like, I don't mind calling actual stuff, but to be honest, I also want to play the game for fun, and if the game ever becomes that much work for me, I might just not play. So I would rather lose title and just, like, chill at that point than have to normally work that hard for every key. So depending on how the season is that key, you know what I mean? Then we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've got the Cinderbrew on me. I've got it right here. There's a close guy. It's not a bug. I see. And then we'll go left here after this. Okay, happy hour ended. This way. Oh, I see. Comms just makes sense to me unless I'm tilted. I mean, eventually I'll get in comms. We have all the room here. No need to min-max. We should be moving more because he's going to frontal here. Got 3 titles with 0 comms in some groups and some... I mean, that's the thing. Like, it depends on the players. Some people require comms for sure. Some people don't press defensives unless they're being told to press defensives. Other people seems to be fine with it. Hey, come here. I'm trying to get your affix. I think it totally depends. But honestly, for me, again, the most fun part of the game is just having fun with the game. That is by far and large... Like, this is the main reason I play is to have fun. Just drag them out. Just play safe. There you go. It's the only reason I play the game. If I'm not having fun, like if I'm like having to fucking shot call everything, then I'm not having fun. Especially like that's for sure. Uno, we should play together sometime. I'm sorry for judging your holy paladin. I absolutely did, by the way. I did. I judged your holy paladin. I judged you too harshly, right? I did think about that, and that's my bad, right? This guy, I need to retaunt. We had big damage here. Doing my best. We had huge damage here. I judged you based on your spec. I would hope that you wouldn't judge me based on mine, but I would also understand if you did. So you know what? Listen, we got to play. You and me. Let's play sometime. This is, we just got to replicate it. There's some good teams out there. You know who I'm talking about. Ellismere plays with Squish. But it's fair. I do expect. So it's like my IO is low, and I keep saying that because my IO needs to be 100 points higher to get invited to the same keys. If people think Bear isn't meta, can you CC? Is the monk able to CC this? By the way, monk, if you can. Can the monk CC this corner pack? Is he able to? Does he know how? If he doesn't know how, we pull it. I'm gonna give him 3 seconds. That's it. I only want 3 seconds. There you go. Nice. We're not in combat. Let's do it. Yo, what's up, Arson? Arson, I think you have the same mentality on this. It's like the whole point of keys is to have fun. So eventually, because we're talking about like, you know, whether or not you need to get into comms and shot call and whether or not you need to be like really giga hyper locked in on keys. And I definitely feel the difference when you're not. But at the same time, it's like, it's all vibes. We're playing a game and we pay to play it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the most important thing is to remember, basically, that we are indeed playing a game. And I think it's so easy to forget that. I'm excited to play with you. I feel like my timings have just not been lining up. The truth is that I was taking this one sleeping med, I was taking like Ambien for like a long time, and I tried to cold turkey it. It didn't go well, so I've just been sleeping like way later than normal. And it has significantly, like, I basically was swapped sleeping meds, and then I have been sleeping, which is good, but my body is not super happy with me right now. So our timings haven't lined up. But like we just bricked a 12 mother load on first pull. Yeah, we got the 12, but it's fair. It's absolutely fair, Dal, what you're saying for sure, right? Of course. These little droplings randomly do so much damage. Pulling out. Sometimes I have to type mid key. Wait here. I've always unmuted your stream with you. I like to hit people I'm running with. All good? All right, we're going to do a fairly large pull here. I wanted to get that hobgoblin in here. We should pull out, by the way. At least that, too. Just pull it back out. Because they're going to spill their drinks first. I'm going to vortex them right here. And then I'm going to lose aggro because people are going to go a little bit too fast. That's fine. And then we stop 1, stop 2. Not yet, not yet. Not in cap just yet. People are still using their stops. That cast is fine. 1 free samples is fine. I just don't want the rejuvenating. We can stop this right there. Affix goes. Boom, right there. Bam, bam, bam. Well, I think a lot of times because certain streamers have very specific vibe style. Like your stream has a vibe, right? Like everybody knows Dalgroth's vibe. Dalgroth's vibe is locked in, dude. Everybody knows Dal's vibe. I don't come, if I'm watching your stream, I'm watching because you're locked in, you're doing some keys. I'm not watching you because I expect you mid-key to be like, and let me tell you about this very funny joke I heard while you're like tanking on your bear, you know what I mean? Wah! Let me aggro. Our timer's so good, I have no problem without +2ing this, so I'm just going to pull everything in this room, and we're not going to try to min-max our space too much. Boom, boom, boom. So everybody's got a vibe of their stream. I do think that if I'm shot calling in Discord, my vibe will change a little bit, but I also feel like people will respect it. I think I'll be all right. One day, you know, I'm actively, it's just also the way I play, like the way my brain works. I also think that sometimes people just have different play styles. So my play style in WoW is I just happen to like tracking the whole different aspects of the game. So one thing I do, for example, right, is I'm actively looking at group defensives and seeing like when people use stuff. So for example, like, oh, that free samples is going to go off. I'm checking and I kind of know if my DPS have a weak aura to track it or not. All right, next pull is everything. Let me get aggro on these guys. I need to get aggro because these guys melee randomly way too hard. Okay, fine. I'll do this. We can do this pull here. It's no problem to do all this in one pull. There you go. I'm usually listening to another streamer a lot of the time too, though. It is weird how sometimes you're in one key and I'll hear you respond and you'll respond. I'm like, oh, is Dalnall streaming today? Because you'll say something in my stream or whatever. I can respect it. For me, I wouldn't be able to do that as a personal thing. It's just like too much for me. Let me move out a little bit. We got too many melee. It's my bad. I forgot my healer was melee too. But for me, like, look, if I'm not smiling, I'm not playing. That's ultimately, sometimes it's fun to min-max. Sometimes it's fun to go hard. Sometimes it's not. But I think that for me, that is a general metric that I use, right? If any of my friends, and I now have some in real life friends who watch stream, you know, if any of my in real life friends watch stream and afterward they comment, they're like, I notice you're very serious. I'm like, oh shit, should I have ended stream like an hour earlier? And maybe the answer is yes, because if I'm not smiling and having a good time, then why am I doing it? I'm playing a game that I love, man. And that's the thing. I do love World of Warcraft very much. I love this game. Like, this game is, I have such passion for it. I have such a passion for this game. I really do. I'm not an open world guy though. I don't like doing the delves. I don't like doing the campaign. I don't like doing the questing. That's not why I have passion for this game. But the nostalgia combined with the gameplay is enough for me. This is a clean run so far. So long as we clean this boss up, and what I'm going to do here, right? I'm going to push him away, and then I'm going to vortex them right there. And the idea is that one also dies next to the same one. I want to know where they die. We have the whole room here, even though we're going to be overcount slightly. It's fine. Make sure we kill the ads, guys. Got to prio ads a little bit on this boss. There we go. So now I know where they're coming from. I've learned a huge tank tip. By the way, absolutely massive tank tip. Please, all tanks, learn this right now. This boss, do not tank him by one of the corners. You got to tank him somewhere toward an open space. Because when he does this spinning move, the red always spawns toward the outside. And occasionally, if you get very unlucky, by the way, only if you get very unlucky, if he's by the wall, the red can spawn under him and immediately absorb. I learned this the hard way, okay? I learned this the hard way. So always tank him, not along the wall. So when you're kiting and he's not doing the spinny thing, it's fine. Like, so here I can have him against this corner, right? Like, that's fine. But the second before he does his sprout, I have to make sure that he is in an open area away from the other ads. This is a huge tank tip. You will brick your keys. If I am tanking him, for example, right there, then I have a problem. The next ones are going to spawn here. I have Typhoon and Vortex to help my group. This boss is very annoying. Also, let's see if we can get the affix real fast. I'm trying to get affix. There you go. Okay, there is one to my left. Otherwise, I come deep into this corner. I Typhoon the one to my left. Oh, I Typhooned it right as... Okay, we got to make sure that dies then. I'm going to Vortex that there, and then I'm just trusting my team. This is a CC. This is a trust my team moment. I got to trust my team. I got nowhere to move. In cap. Kill the ads. Kill the ads, guys. We have many, many ways to CC. We have many ways to CC. I can War Stomp. Oh, very close, very close. Maybe I should have done bigger move in there. To be honest, that was tight. That was tight. Perhaps I should have moved to a different location. I thought that would be fine. But that was a good job helping my team help me out there. All right, so again, one more. Now it's just boss. Now we can basically just focus boss, CC the ads. Again, they're always going to spawn on the outside. Look, 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, always on the outside, which means it's here. Which means that we're always safe if we're in the center of the room. This is very important to understand. All right. There you go. Good job. Well played, team. That was my team helped me out there. The tank can only do so much on that fight. We're still on a 0 death run. We can do it. We can do this next area relatively safely, by the way. Relatively safely. It's going to be just fine. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. We can do... I don't mind getting those beelets. This is a big tank damage pool. I have to be aware of the final stings, but aside from that, we're actually going to be okay. Group them all perfectly with the Vortex. Right? Big tank damage, but we also have big Elemental Shaman popping off, doing 25 million DPS. What in the world just happened? Where'd the pull go? Cute. What the hell did you just do? We can't move this guy. Make sure he dies. Where'd the pole go? Holy... The cute is the lowest item level DPS in this group, by the way. Let's just do this safe. We cannot lose to timer right now. I don't want to risk it. I don't even want to... I'll do this next. I'll split this, where normally I would do this in one less pull. No need. No need. No need. Just kick this in. Actually, let's pull this safe. Why not? There's no reason. No reason to risk it. That was insane. That was insane. Eli Shami is apparently not nerfed. What was that? What's the overall damage look like right now, by the way? He's still popping off here. Damn. Nah, that's a friend you want. There's the final sting right there, by the way, on me. So if I don't defensive that final sting or CC it, I'm in trouble. Can do either, by the way. Okay, somebody run into mine, please. Somebody run into my affix. I can try to run it into people. Running it into melee. Good. There you go. We can chain this now. Actually, this guy has to die. He doesn't move. This bee wrangler dude, he has to die. He casts the rage otherwise. Okay. I can group this. I'll have time. It does do a fair amount of tank damage right on pull. So what we can do is I'm going to come around the corner here. And then I'll have Incarn. All right, around. We're going to try to go around. Line of sight. Okay, they don't know to line of sight. Never mind. It's a pug. It's a pug. They don't know to line of sight. All right, we're here now. Doesn't matter. We're not going around the corner then. We'll fight it here. It's fine. It's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'll have to live. A lot of tank damage here. A lot of tank damage. I'll have to make it work. That volley is going to cast. This is the final sting. I actually SI too. I'm worried. I'm worried. Ooh, it got CC'd on my SI. I'm actually in trouble then. Okay, I have to run. I have to run then. That Rep Pally was very aware, by the way. He blinding light the final sting because he thought I was going to die to it. I had SI planned. That was very intelligent by my Rep Pally just now, by the way. That was a gaming play by my Rep Pally. I see those things. That's the way I play. I may not be shot calling, I may not be in Discord, but I notice all those things. I notice that the Rep Pally just watched that mechanic and actually just basically tried to save my life. He's not the tank. That's not his job, but he just did that for me. I noticed that. Good job, Rep Pally. Well done. You can just go left here. Go left. You do not need to hit anything. Yep, just skip all that. It's a one pull before boss. Just here. Do not pull boss, though. Do not pull boss. That's it. We kick the volley. We move out. I'll even have roar for the move out. That's it. You got to kill these guys before boss, especially with our timer being like this free right now. There would be literally no reason to try to pull this into boss, but I bet you will at some point in a hierarchy. There you go. And sorry, I know you had cooldowns there. Now we can chain into boss for funnel. That's fine. Funnel damage, funnel damage. This is single target, guys. Be ethical, be ethical. I'm going to try to get his affix. There we go. Oh, they did get affix just one. Very sad, very sad. I take this to the outside. I pull this for funnel. And it's funnel. It's on a single target. Single target, boss. You cleave off the ads the boss spawns, but if I pull extra ads, then I move my tank circle to the side like this. Boom, like this. Bam. And see, we've had no comms this key, but 0 deaths. That's because we're playing with gamers, man. I've noticed a bunch of people doing things that are actually making the rest of our team's jobs easier. I've noticed the healer doing a great job healing, but I've also noticed defensives being used. I've also noticed CCs being used. I've also noticed a constant use of things like, I've noticed that blinding light come out at the right time, that leg sweep come out at the right time. So really, I feel like defensives are specifically, depending on who you're playing with, you might need comms, right? But I feel like this group right now, if we were to do this on a 12, I bet you we'd still have it. Maybe. But if we were in a 12, also, that's a higher stakes key, and I don't think they would mind. If they're playing at this level already, I don't think they would really mind getting in Discord. So at some point, for sure, in the season, as we do push higher and higher, we'll do that. We'll do that. I have my Discord. At some point, when we push higher in the season, I'll have people come to Discord with me, basically. No need. You don't need to. So he external me there out of fear, but I won't need it. I'm good. I've got a plan for each one. Big bear. As long as at this current key level with my current item level, as long as I have a lunar beam up and a frenzied rolling, I don't die to this. Now, I could pull those beelets if I wanted to, just for extra funnel, actually. Because we do have classes that, relatively speaking, do funnel. Well, we got an SI proc here. I don't want to use... I can still use Spark. It's fine. Let's get the affix. Nice. I don't really understand this affix that well, to be honest. But doesn't matter. Mastery is quite nice for a bear, so... It makes me tanky. I don't mind it. I want to drink my water, but I also don't want to spill my water all over my computer, so I'm having a dilemma, basically. Easy proc there. Easy proc. Nice. We cannot lose right now. We're not going to double time because I did pull it relatively safely, but we cannot lose. For sure, we cannot lose. We're smashing. Absolutely smashing. Try not to pull those beelets to the side. And then we're here. We can't lose unless I'll mark. Here we go. We're not going to double time it, but here we go. Guys, when we're talking about signing up, I'm also playing... Oh, shit. Did somebody get there first? Did they aggro weirdly? Okay, hold up. This guy. Single target. Single target. I want to see everybody single targeting. This is a single target encounter. Single target skull. Come on. Be ethical. Q just wants to pat his overall. What's this? Is that Divide Storm? Nope, he's doing good. Wait, look. Wait, who's single targeting here? Is that Flame Strike? Is that Flame Strike? Get the affix, hold up. I'm trying to chase down your affix. Alright, hold up. I'll mark this one. Focus skull. My bad, I gotta mark each one as a tank. Yeah, guys. If you're not playing a meta spec, you are going to suffer in Q Simulator. Make friends. Trust me, even me. I'm literally streaming right now. People can find my stream. They can check my history with Guardian if they want to. They can check my history. They can check my like 97% average mythic parse if they'd like. They can do all the research that they'd like to do on me. And I still will not get invited to a key that I'm borderline have already timed. So if you're not playing meta, just beware. You gotta have friends. It's the number one. If I want to play Guardian this season, it's a concession I am making. that I'm going to have a hard time pugging. Because last season, I didn't push that hard on my Guardian, and I stopped playing my Paladin in December, so my IO is considered low amongst the high key pushers. You cannot see my IO from Dragonflight. You can only see my IO from the War Within Season 1, which is lower. And so it's a concession I made. If I want to play Guardian, I also have to be social. It just goes hand in hand, right? Arson, earlier, if he wants to play Aflock, it's a concession that he has to make to know that his invites are going to be a little bit less. What's the tank meta now? Basically VDH. People are going to want VDH. The answer is VDH. The actual answer is pretty much anything works, but basically people are expecting you to play VDH or Prop Pally. Prop Pally is still considered good, although I swear that thing is a little bit more paper than it should be compared to VDH. Now here we do have a bunch of melee, so very good chance. I'm going to try to see if I can break not as many, right? But basically the answer is Demon Hunter. If there was one tank that I would say is properly meta, it is Demon Hunter. Now, I have tank privilege here, so I can just soak every single one of these. But as a DPS player, I'm going to have to learn how to do this fight. Oh, shit. Okay, he's going to get that one then. I get this one then. As a DPS player, I'm going to have to learn how to do this fight. As a tank player, I have privilege. This is, I will say, where it's easier to be a tank, because I don't die, right? Just wait a second, and then res. There you go. As a tank player, I just soak all the waves, and they don't hurt me. So, a 1 death key, almost deathless. Run into his affix there. There we go. Yeah, as a tank player, it doesn't bother me. We'll go this way. And then big dodge, big dodge. I think that I can help mitigate it by not blowing up as many at once and trying to pick a certain side so everybody knows where they're coming from. So, for example, let's see if they blow up these ones. The next ones I want to do are right here. I think that I can help basically by just choosing and picking a little bit better. And only the big barrels give the dot. So if they get small barrels, then I get big barrel, which should be... Oh, we already got it. All right. That's fine then. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to play this fight as a tank. I'm still kind of learning a little bit. Why aren't more bears using the scintillating talent Slambits? That's a great question. I have an answer for you. Because bear talent tree has got to be one of the worst designed talent trees out of any talent tree for our last 10 points. The decisions that we have to make at the bottom of our tree, playing a Loon's Chosen, aka we need Lunar Beam, are like really bad and have never been looked at and never been reworked. Actual misery. It is not. It is so bad because every talent that we want is effectively in the bottom row, and we get to choose none of them. Effectively, I will show you. Let me show you what you're competing for. Right at the end of this key, I'm gonna show you. Okay. All right. The build I'm playing is pretty standard. I don't know if Dal's messed around with anything else, some higher damage builds, but as you can see, we timed this key pretty easy. We still had it yesterday on 12 as well, aside from the internet going out. Boom. Just like that. GG's. Very well played here, by the way. Ooh, an offhand. Yay. Good offhand, because that means I have something for resto now. There we go. Cute. You still crazy?